Well, we've got rain set to move into the area, but the dog pound undeterred here in Cleveland. They're still coming out in droves to cheer on their Browns at Huntington Bank Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. It's Williams on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the game's opening play. That's good for a Browns first down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. And the Browns first down. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Browns add 83 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Barkley. But he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Barkley again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It's caught. Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now. I'm asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Come on, get the tackle.
Luther Burden, 34 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Round 6. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice
Way,
drive.
bro. Really wide
Do they
open.
need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing.
I guess my man running wide
They
open.
can disrupt it here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
And it is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence will throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 5.
3rd and 2.
They do.
Now Lawrence.
Oh.
That one out wide and intercepted. That's the safety came bounds. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but his defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He's got his target. That's complete. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Katron Allen. Deontay Banks there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And here's Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now Mendoza. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught.
But orange is not the new black. I have merely enhanced Dave's natural Afrocentric beauty. Oh, and this looks natural to you? My daughter looks like a Jamaican pumpkin. Black is the new black. Stay woke, sister. First of all, sister. My daughter's blackness is already intact. And those spray tans, afros, or butt pads will make her eat.
Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the snap. A first down carry for Barkley. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the shotgun, Lawrence flushed out right.
Wait.
Down. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Off the play fake. Mendoza. Pass caught by Burden. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Luther Burden with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Point after up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Round 6. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. The head coach handling it, the offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mendoza now. Off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up. And now the rookie's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
And you can bet out there preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try and set up the screen to Love. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone. Eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brian Thomas, 81 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.